Welcome to Tungal College online classes. Hello students, how are you all? Today I am going to start another important topic from alcohols, phenols and ethers is nomenclature of alcohols. The alcohols has mainly two systems of nomenclature. The first one is a common system and the second one is a UPAC system. Now let us discuss one by one in detail. The first one is common system. First one, common system. In common system, the alcohols are named as alkyl alcohols. The alcohols are named as alkyl alcohol. So what is the meaning of this sentence is the word alcohol is added to the name of alkyl group. So the sentence meaning is the word alcohol is added to the name of alkyl group. That means the word alcohol is added to the name of alkyl group. Now we have to understand, we have to learn some different types of alkyl groups. In further classes also we will use different types of alkyl groups, so that we will learn some fundamental topic, what are the different types of alkyl groups, how do we name them. Then first I am taking first carbon methane, first carbon compound is methane. So remove one hydrogen from this methane, then the resulting space what we are going to expect is a CH3 hyphen bond, that's meaning is CH3 bond. So methane become methyl, methane become methyl. Let us take one more example, CH3, so C2H6, remove one hydrogen from here, then the product is a CH3 CH2 bond. So this is a ethane. Two carbons is there, ethane. Already you know the root words. Root words are different types there. First one carbon is there, meth, two carbons is there, eth, three carbons is there, prop, four carbons is there, bute, five carbons is there, pent, six carbons hex, seven carbons hept, eight carbons octo, 9 carbons non, 10 carbons is dec. Here is 2 carbons is there, so 2 carbons is eth, this is the ethane. Ethane will become ethyl. So this is ethyl. C2H5 also we can write, nothing wrong. This we can write it as a C2H5 also we can write. Now I am taking a C3H8, 3 carbons is there, the name of this compound is propane. There are two different possibilities for propane. The first possibility, by removing the hydrogen, is all carbons we have to put in a straight chain without any branches. Then CH3, CH2, CH2. Look at this. So all carbons in a straight chain. When all carbons in a straight chain, we have to use the letter N propyl. This is N propyl. We can arrange this C3H8 in another way also. Another way is CH3 CH hyphen bond. If you look at this carbon attached to two different carbons, so this type of group we have to call as iso group. Whenever this in a molecule this type of group is there, to this carbon, two different carbons are attached like CH3, we have to call it as iso. The name of this compound is group is iso. Number of carbons is 1, 2, 3. This is isopropyl. Next C4H10. So C4 carbons is 4 in the sense butane. All are single bonds butane. So butane also has different arrangements. Let us see one by one. The first one is I am arranging all the carbons in a straight chain, the first category. The product is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2 bond. So there is no any branches. Branch is not there, all carbons in a straight chain. Then we have to use the letter N. N butyl. Removing butane, remove one hydrogen, that become butyl. The second possibility for this molecule, the second possibility is CH3, CH2, CH3 hyphen bond. If you look at this molecule, here is one branch, we are talking about with respect to this carbon. Then this is this carbon is secondary carbon because it attached to two different carbons. This carbon is secondary carbon. Then we have to call it as a secondary butyl. This is a secondary butyl group. Now another possibility you can try. The third possibility I am taking for the C4H10. CH3, CH bond CH3 bond CH2. If you look at this group, this molecule in this group, this carbon attached to the CH3, CH3. Look at it, CH3, CH3. This group will be, we have to call it as what I said, iso. Whenever this group is present in the molecule, you have to use the term is iso. Then number of carbons is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a isobutyl. Then one more possibility. Another possibility, we can arrange C4H10 as a CH3, CH3 bond. If you look at this molecule, this is the carbon. To this carbon, we have, with respect to this carbon, we have to speak. Then number of carbons attached is 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons are attached to the one single carbon. This carbon is called as what? Tertiary carbon. So this is tertiary. 1, 2, 3, 4. Total number of carbons is 4. Thus the name of this group is tertiary butyl. Tertiary butyl. So secondary butyl, tertiary butyl, isobutyl, N-butyl. N-butyl, secondary butyl, isobutyl and tertiary butyl. So these are the different types of alkyl groups. Now coming to the common system of nomenclature. First I am taking simplest molecule CH3. CH3OH. I am taking CH3OH. If you look at this molecule, this group CH3, you have to call it as, CH3 is called as methyl. So alkyl, this is methyl, and OH is there, we have to add alcohol. So methyl alcohol, alkyl alcohol, methyl alcohol. Then take the second example, CH3 CH2OH. If you look at this molecule, the name of this compound is 1, 2 carbons is there. So 2 carbons, CH3 CH2. What we have to call as alkyl group is ethyl. Then the name of this compound is ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol. Then I am taking CH3 CH2 CH2OH. CH3 CH2OH. Now look at this molecule, 1, 2, 3 carbons, all carbons are in straight chain. So what the term we have to use? N propyl alcohol. N propyl alcohol. Next one is CH3 CH3OH. Then what is the name of this compound? This type of group will be there. I already said when such kind of group is present, what the term we have to use? Iso. The name of this compound is isopropyl. Isopropyl, alkyl group is isopropyl. Then to this isopropyl we have to add alcohol. Then isopropyl alcohol. So like this we have to write common names of if you take any group, similarly we have to. I will take one butyl group. CH3 CH2 CH2OH. Then what is the name of this compound? 4 carbons, all the carbons are in straight chain. The name is straight chain, in sense we have to use in letter N butyl. This is alkyl group. To the alkyl group we have to add alcohol. OH is called as alcohol. So N-butyl alcohol. I will take one more example. CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, OH. If you look at this molecule, this is secondary carbon. So we have to use the name is secondary. Simply you can write SEC is enough, no need to write secondary. You can use secondary SEC, secondary butyl alcohol. Secondary butyl alcohol. One more is if you take this one, if you take this group here, you can add OH, then the molecule name is isobutyl alcohol. Suppose I am taking this one, I am adding the OH group is, suppose I am placing OH group is here, then what is the name of this compound? To this group, alkyl group I am adding OH here, then the name is tertiary butyl alcohol. So N-butyl alcohol, secondary butyl alcohol, isobutyl alcohol and tertiary butyl alcohol. And you can take some more. I am taking a CH2OH, CH2OH. So two OH groups is present in a molecule. This common name of this compound is ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol. This compound name is ethylene glycol. Suppose three OH groups is there. CH2OH, CH2OH, CH2OH. If you look at this molecule, in this molecule, three OH groups is there, directly attached to the carbons in a chain one by one. Then CH2OH, CH2OH, CH2OH. This molecule is general common name is glycerol. So two OHs is there, CH2OH, CH2OH. This is you have to call as ethylene glycol. This molecule is glycerol. So this is the method to write the nomenclature of alcohols in a common system. Next one is IUPAC system. In IUPAC system, alcohols are named as alkanols. Let us write the sentence. According to IUPAC, alcohols are named as alkanols. The meaning of this sentence is first we have to take alkane. We have to take alkane. We have to replace this E of alkane by adding ol to it. So we have to remove the E from alkane and we have to add ol to it. The name will become alkan ol, alkan, and remaining part is ol, alkanol. So let us write the sentence. By replacing E from, by replacing E from where? Alkane by ol. So according to IUPAC, alcohols are named as alkanols. To write the IUPAC names of alcohols, we have to follow certain rules and regulations. Now let us discuss rules and regulations to write the names of alcohols in IUPAC system. Rules. Rule number 1. Select longest continuous carbon chain which containing a functional group. Let us write the rule number 1. Rules 1. Select longest carbon chain. Longest carbon chain is also called as a parent chain. Is called as a parent chain. Select the longest carbon chain, nothing but parent chain, containing OH group. This is rule number 1. So we have to select the long chain that must contain a OH group. Now rule number 2. The numbering is given to the longest carbon chain, nothing but parent chain, in such a way that OH will group get lowest possible number. We have to give numbering from one end to another end in such a way that OH group must get lowest number. Rule number 2, the numbering is given to the longest carbon chain, nothing but parent chain in such a way that OH group get lowest number, its lowest number. Which will get lowest number. This is a rule number 2. Rule number 3, next rule. So other substituents placed as a prefixes in alphabetical order. Functional group is OH group is there. If any other substituents will be present, those substituents we have to write in alphabetical order. So just I'm giving the rules and regulations by taking some examples. We will understand these rules and regulations in detail. Rule number 3. Other substituents placed as prefixes in alphabetical order. This is rule number 3. Rule number 4. For naming polyhydric alcohols, the E of alkane retains and ending ol is added. What the point is, if you take polyhydric alcohol means alcohol contain more than one OH group. In such case, we should not remove E from alkane and we have to add ol at the ending. So let us write the sentence. Rule number 4. For naming polyhydric alcohols, the E of alkane retained and ending ol is added. This is rule number 4. Rule number 5. So we are discussing about polyhydric alcohols. They contain more than one OH. So the number of OHs indicated by adding a multiplicative prefix di, tri, tetra, etc. before the ol. Write it. The number of OH groups. The number of OH groups indicated by adding a multiplicative prefix. Multiplicative prefix di, tri, tetra, etc. Di, tri, tetra, etc. before the ol. This is rule number 5. That means if 2 OHs will be there, we have to use di. If 3 OHs is there, we have to use tri. 4 is there, tetra, and so on. And rule number 6. So cyclic alcohols are named by using prefixes cyclo and considering the OH group is attached to the carbon 1. Let us write the sentence. Cyclic alcohols are named by using prefix cyclicals are named by using prefix cyclo. Prefix cyclo we have to use and considering considering the OH group attached, to carbon 1, first carbon. So these are the main rules and regulations to write names of alcohols. So based on these rules and regulations, let us write some examples. We'll discuss some names of the alcohols by using these rules and regulations. Now we will discuss how do we write the names of alcohols. In general, the IUPAC names contains prefix, root word and suffix. Let us write it. Prefix plus root word plus a suffix. Now root word gives information about how many number of carbons present in a parent chain. And suffix, in the case of alcohols, we are discussing about alcohols. In the case of alcohols, we have to end the name of the compound with ol. The suffix in the case of alcohols, we have to use ol. The name of compound always we have to end with ol in case of alcohols. Now prefix, any substituents will be there. The substituents we have to take as a prefixes. So substituents present in a molecule, alcohol molecule, the substituent will be taken as a prefixes. And the name of the compound always we have to end with ol. This point you should remember. Now let us understand by taking some examples. I am taking CH3OH. CH3OH. So this is one carbon is there. This we have to write as a methane. According to IUPAC, alcohols are named as alkanols. Alkanol. So alkan nothing but methane, and we have to end the suffix. We have to write at the end ol. So we have to end the name of the compound with the suffix ol. Methanol, simply methanol. I am taking another example. CH3CH2OH. If you look at this molecule, number of carbons is 2. Then the alkane name is ethanol. So simply we have to call as ethanol. Here suffix is ol. In this case prefixes were not there. Now I am taking another example. CH3CH2CH2OH. If you look at this molecule, in this case the OH group present at the center. OH we can arrange in another way also. So suppose you can take here CH3, so CHOH, CH3. If you look at this example, OH present at the terminal carbon and OH attached to the middle carbon, so that we have to give numbering to the chain. So first we have to select longest carbon chain. It is nothing but a parent chain, and we have to give numbering from one end to another end. I am giving numbering. First carbon, second carbon, this is third carbon. From here to here is a given number, and from this direction we have to give numbering. 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Now which direction the numbering is correct? So what is the condition we have to follow is we have to give numbering to the parent chain in such a way that OH group always gets to lowest possible number. While giving numbering to the parent chain, OH group always get to lowest number. From this direction OH got third position. From this direction OH got first position. So this numbering is correct, this numbering is incorrect. Now we have to write the name. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons is there. We have to write alkane is propane. Where the OH group is present, we have to take its number. Where it is present? First carbon. Then propane 1 ol. This is the name of this compound. Now let us take this one. So first we have to select the longest parent carbon chain, this one, and we have to give numbering 1, 2, 3 from one end. I am giving numbering from this end. 1, this is 2, this is 3. So from this direction the OH group present at second carbon. From this direction the OH group present at second position. So OH group present at the second carbon in any direction. So any direction is numbering is correct. Then what is the name? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons is there. 3 carbons in the sense we have to write propane. And where the OH group is present at second carbon, then 2 ol. The name of this compound is propan-2-ol. Now let us see some compounds which contain substituents. In this case, substituents were not there. Suppose I am taking CH3, CHOH, CH3. So this is the compound I took. So how to write the name of this compound? First we have to select longest carbon chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Any direction is 4, but we can take the straight chain. Right, clear. Give numbering to this parent chain in two ends. So from this end I am giving 1, 2, 3, 4. Then OH group present at third carbon from this direction. Now I am giving numbering from this direction 1, 2, 3, 4. From this direction OH group present at second carbon, second position. So this direction is correct, this direction is incorrect. I already said we have to give numbering to the parent chain in such a way that the OH group is get always the lowest possible number. That direction we have to choose. Now, so here is one methyl group is present. This we have to take as a substituent. Then this substituent we have to write it as a prefix. Then we have to take this root word, how many number of carbons. Then we have to take suffix is all. While writing the name, first we have to write a substituent. Then we have to write a alkane group, alkane name. Then we have to write a and the name of the compound with all. Now coming to here. So what is the substituent? Methyl is there. This CH3 is called as methyl alkyl group. Which position? 1, 2, 3. At third position methyl is there. The name is 3-methyl. 3-methyl. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Prefix we wrote. Then we have to write a middle root 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in the sense butane. Butane. And at which position OH group is present? At second carbon OH is present. So butane 2 ol. So the suffix is ol, prefix is 3-methyl. This is the name of this compound. If two or more substances is present, a different substance I am taking. CH3, CH, CH3, CH, CH2, CH, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. This is the compound is given to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons is there. So select first longest carbon chain. Right, I selected a longest carbon chain. Then we have to give numbering to this carbon chain in such a way that OH group will get lowest number. From this direction, if you give numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, OH group is getting 6 number. From this direction 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from this direction OH is getting number 1. So this is the correct numbering, this is wrong numbering. Then we have to identify what are the substituents present in a molecule. Look at this molecule. This is one substituent and this is another substituent. There are two substituents present in a molecule. This substituent name is 2 carbons is there. This is ethyl substituent. This is ethyl. This substituent name is what we have taken? Methyl. This is methyl substituent. This is ethyl substituent. Then while writing the name of the compound, the substituents we have to arrange in a alphabetical order. This is another rule. We have to write the substituents in alphabetical order. This start with E, this start with M. So first we have to write ethyl, then we have to write methyl. Then we have to write at the end suffix ol. Now write the name of this compound. First alphabetical order, E will come first. 1, 2, 3. At third carbon what we have? Ethyl. So 3-ethyl. I am writing here. I am writing 1, 2, 3. This is 3-ethyl. 3-ethyl. And one more substituent is there. What is that? At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th carbon what we have? Methyl. So 5-methyl. So 3-ethyl, 5-methyl, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon. 6 in the sense we have to use root word hexane. 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 Then what is the suffix we have to take? Hexane. Which position? 1 ol. So this is the name of this compound is 3-ethyl, 5-methyl, hexane, 1 ol. Now we will take one more example. CH3. CHOH, CH, CH3, C2H5, CH3, CH2, CH3, Here I am taking one more Cl, imagine. This is the compound is given to you. So we have to write a name of this compound. First we have to select longest carbon chain. After selecting the longest carbon chain, what we have to do? Then we have to give numbering from one end to another end. If we give numbering from this end, then we'll get 1, 2, 3. The OH group you are waiting at third position. From this direction 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from this direction we are getting a 5. So we have to take a lowest possible number 1, 2. This numbering is correct. Then we have to write this name of this compound. So how to write the name of this compound? First we have to write a substituent. Find out the what are the substituents is present. Here is chlorine, here is ethyl, here is methyl. So chlorine, methyl, this is ethyl. Then name of this compound, first we have to write in alphabetical order. Chlorine is CH, chloro. This methyl we have to write methyl, this is ethyl. In alphabetical order, which will come first? C, then we'll get E, then we'll get M. The name of this compound is, first we have to write C. Where it is present? 2-chloro, and next substituent is E. E where it is present? At 1, 2, 3, 4th position. 4, this is 5, this is 6. At 4th position, ethyl group is present. So 4 ethyl. Then methyl group is there. Where it is present? 1, 2, 3. Then this is 3 methyl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in the sense hexane. And where the suffix ol is present at second position. This position OH group is present. The name is 2-ol. So name of this compound is 2-chloro, 4-ethyl, alphabetical letter C, E, this is M. 2-chloro, 4-ethyl, 3-methyl hexane, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexane. At second position OH group is present, hexane, 2-ol. So this is a method to write the names of alcohols in a UPSC system. While writing, we have to follow prefix, root word, suffix. Suffix we have to take as a ol. We have to enter the name of the compound with ol, and prefix we have to take as substituent. Now let us see some examples. If alcohol contain more than one OH group. So for example, I am taking CH2OH and CH2OH. So in the case of polyhydric alcohols, more than one OH group is present. In such case, the E of alkane retains. We should not remove the E from the alkane. So 1, 2 carbons in the sense we have to write ethane, and first this is the labeling as first carbon, this is labeling as second carbon. So first carbon OH group is present, second carbon also OH group is present. Then ethane 1, 2. And 2 OHs is that we have to use a multiplicative prefix di. 2 in the sense we have to use di. 3 OHs is there tri, 4 is there tetra, and so on. So ethane at the first position OH is there, at second position also OH is there. Ethane 1, 2 di-ol. This is the name of this compound. Actually, according to UPSC system, alcohols are named as alkanols. Alkan, we have to remove this E and we have to write the ol, alkanols. But if the molecule contain more than one OH group, in such case, you should not remove this E. E will be retains. Then I can take one more example. CH2OH, CH2OH. So this is the compound is given to you. CH2OH, CH2OH. In this case, we have to give numbering 1, 2, 3. Clear? Then what is the name? 1, 2, 3 in the sense we have to write propane. We should not write propan. E will be retains. Propane. First position OH is there, second position OH is there, third position also OH is there. Then we have to write 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I said already, name and number will be separated by the hyphen. So number and number will be separated by the commas. That point you have to keep in mind. Name and number is separated by the hyphen, and number and number is separated by the commas. So 1, 2, 3. How many OH groups is 1, 2, 3? 3 in the sense we have to use multiplicative prefix. tri, and we have to use the suffix is ol. So propane 1, 2, 3 triol. Now let us see some cyclic compounds. These are the diols, triols, so polyhydroxy compounds. Now let us see some cyclic compounds. I am taking this one. OH group is present. So when the when cyclic compound will be there, we have to use the prefix cyclo. So how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first we have to write the prefix cyclo. It is a rule. We have to write the prefix cyclo. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 in the sense hexane. This is what? Alcohol. Hexanol. Cyclohexanol. Simply we have to call it as a cyclohexanol. Let us see some more examples. Suppose any substance present on the ring. I am taking like this. So this is the OH group. Here I am taking a substance is CH3. Then how do you write the name of this compound? So to write the name of this compound, we have to give numbering to this compound. And one rule is where the OH group is present, this carbon we have to always numbered as 1. The OH attached carbon we have to always numbered as 1. That is the point. Then we can give the numbering in 2 directions. This direction, one is clockwise direction, give numbering to it. Then one, this methyl group will get second, this is 3, 4, 5, 6 in clockwise direction. Now we can give the numbering in anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction, this is the number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, 4, 5, 6. Now check the position of methyl group in both the directions. In clockwise direction, methyl group will get second position. In anti-clockwise direction, methyl group got sixth position. Then which direction methyl group at lowest number, that direction we have to take. So this we have to take a clockwise direction in this case. The name is at which position? Second position. 2-methyl. This is cyclic compound cyclo. 2-methyl cyclo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in the sense hexanol. This is the name of this compound. I will take one more example. So look at this example. OH group is present here. I am taking here is C2H5 ethyl. Right? So we have to give numbering to it. And this is number 2. This is number 3, number 4, number 5. 5 carbons is there. This is the clockwise direction numbering. And give numbering in anti-clockwise. This is number 1, this is number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Clear? Then what is the name of this compound? So lowest number we have to select, ethyl group will get lowest number is 2. So first carbon is OH attached carbon. Now the name is 2-ethyl cyclo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in the sense we have to write pentanol. So 2-ethyl cyclopentanol. I am taking one more example for better understanding. So OH group will present here. I am writing here is chlorine, Cl. Then we have to give numbering to it. This is the first carbon always. OH attached carbon will be given as the first carbon. This is number 2. This is number 3, 4, 5, 6. This is clockwise. In clockwise direction, Cl got third place. Anti-clockwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This direction anti-clockwise. So chlorine get which number? Number 5. Then we have to take a clockwise direction because chlorine get lowest possible number. The name of this compound is at third position. 3-chloro. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cyclohexanol. 3-chloro cyclohexanol. So these are some examples how to write the IUPAC names of alcohols. In the case of monohydric explained, this is in the case of polyhydric, this is the cyclic compounds. Next topic is nomenclature of phenol. The phenol is a hydroxy derivative of benzene, and phenol is a common name and also accepted as a IUPAC name. Let us write the sentence. Phenol is a hydroxy derivative. Hydroxy derivative of benzene. hydroxy derivative of benzene, and phenol is a common name. Phenol is a common name, and this common name also accepted as a IUPAC name, and also accepted as IUPAC name. IUPAC name. This point meaning is common name and IUPAC names of phenol is same. Now let us look into the structure of phenol. And at this position, the OH group attached. Next two positions are called as ortho positions. So I am labeling as ortho position. This is also a ortho position. Ortho position. The next two positions are called as meta positions. Meta, I am labeling as M. So this is also a meta position. And the next position is called as para position. I am labeling as P. So ortho position, meta position, and para position. Now we will discuss the common names and IUPAC names of some phenols. Example, first we will take a common name. Then we can take a IUPAC name. Common name and IUPAC name. So I am taking the molecule benzene ring, and at this position OH group is present. Here is a CH3 group is present. So CH3 OH. I am writing one more structure, benzene ring. I am changing the position of OH. Methyl group position remains the same. I am changing the only position of OH. Then I am writing one more structure, CH3, and I am writing the OH group is here. Clear. Then we have tried the common names and IUPAC names of these compounds. This is called as, common name of this compound is cresol. The common name of this compound is cresol, and where the OH group, CH3 group is present. This is OH group. Next to OH group is we have to call as OH group. Next position is called as ortho position. So this is ortho cresol. Clear. Then this is the OH group. Next position is ortho position. Then next position is meta position. This is meta cresol. Common name. Then coming to here, this is the OH group. This position is called as ortho position. This position is meta position. This position is para position. Exactly opposite. OH group opposite position is what? Para position. This is para cresol. Ortho cresol, para cresol, and this is ortho cresol, meta cresol, and this is para cresol. This is common names. Now coming to the IUPAC names. While writing the IUPAC names, this position where the OH group is present, we can take as the position number 1. The next position will be taken as 2. This is the CH group will get lowest number while giving numbering clockwise and anti-clockwise. In previous class we discussed it. Then methyl group will present at second position. The name is 2-methyl. This is phenol. 2-methyl phenol. Then this is 1, 2, 3. Third position is, and this name is 3-methyl phenol. Isn't it? Name of this compound is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4-methyl phenol. 4-methyl phenol. Let us take one more example. I am taking 2 hydroxy groups on the benzene ring. So this is the first OH and this is the second OH. 2 H groups on the benzene ring. And another example I am taking, this is the first OH, this is the second OH. Right. Then I am taking, this is the first OH and this is the second OH. So what is the common names and IUPAC names of this compound? First we will write a common name. Common name. This is called as a catechol. This is called as a catechol. This is called as a resorcinol. This is called as a resorcinol. So 2 OH groups side by side we have to call as catechol. Then this compound is called as a resorcinol. 1, 2, third position will be there from the OH group. This is called as a quinol. This is called as quinol. These are the common names of these compounds. Now let us look into the IUPAC names. Now let us look into the IUPAC names. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Benzene is this is the benzene ring. Then we have to take benzene. This is the first position. This is the second position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anti-clock results we can give, but we'll get lowest number for the substituents. 1, 2. So benzene 1, 2. 2 OH groups will be there. We have to write as diol. The name of this compound is benzene 1, 2 diol. Now coming here, 1, 2, 3. The name of this compound, what we can write? Benzene 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, 3 diol. Benzene 1, 3 diol. Coming to this case, what is the IUPAC name? 1, 2, 3, 4. If you give anti-clockwise also same 1, 2, 3, 4, same numbering will get. The name of this compound is benzene 1, 4 diol. Benzene 1, 4 diol. These are the some IUPAC and common names of phenols. Next class we will come out with another topic.